All right,
It's the
let's
karaoke.
move on. Listen, Richard Sherman is out of control. Now, I don't watch
Ooh.
football, and I know that CTE or CES or whatever goes on with the brain damages is real. I'm not saying that this is his thing or whatever, but Richard Sherman was caught on camera attempting to break in his in-laws' home. Now, Richard Sherman, he's a football player. He was arrested for breaking into his in-laws' home, and now there's surveillance footage showing the moment when he forcefully attempted to get into the house. Baby, when I tell you Ring is, I'm sure their stock has gone up after they caught this. Let me show you what happened when he showed up at their house. Take a look.
No, bitch. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Wait. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Wait. Come through.
Well, listen, that clip emerged right after he got released from jail. He was originally charged with felony domestic violence, residential burglary, but now he faces 4 misdemeanors, which include resisting arrest and malicious mischief after damaging the door. And he was arrested after his wife called saying the NFL star threatened to take his own life, along with several other people. And I guess this was all
Mm.
related to some DUI incident or
Mm-mm.
something. That was kind of
Mm-mm.
scary. That was kind of scary.
It's sad too, man. Like, when do these guys learn conflict resolution, right? Like, they taught from such a young age. When you're upset, you take it out on the field. You get physical. You get physical. You get physical. Now look at this. This dude is a superstar. This is Richard Sherman. He's on video trying to ram himself through a door, and not only is he probably going to hurt the person behind the door, he's damn near going to risk his own life. He could have broke his shoulder, anything. It's like, it's just sad. I'm not going to just put it on the brain disease that goes on for football players, but it's arguable to say that these dudes have so much going on, not only emotionally, but physically, like psychologically. There's things that they have to be taught, and I hope the NFL moving forward will do something to help some of these guys kind of harness that anger, because you've seen them take it out on their kids, they're taking it out on their wives, they're taking it out
Mm-hmm.
on in-laws. When does it stop? It's just scary. That was a scary sight.
That was very frightening, and you heard somebody inside screaming from terror inside as he was slamming it. And then he took the stance. We all know that stance when a man does something aggressive and then puts his hand behind his back. It's like he's squaring up. He squared up, waiting for somebody to open the door. I'm sorry, but I know he apologized. Would he have apologized without that footage?
Mm.
I do not feel like he would have apologized without that evidence. He is dangerous, and I hope to God that everybody in that house takes the measures to be safe from him. He's a menace. I'm sorry. That was
Let me,
disgusting.
let me tell you, love or not, the minute that you show up like that with that type of aggression towards me,
You're out.
family, friend, coworker, or whatever it is, I ain't got no coworkers. Well, yeah, I do. You guys are my coworkers. If y'all show up to my house like that, I'm done. We're done. I just think that people who end up murdered or end up hurt, severely hurt, they forgive and take these people back in their life. Now, he may be a superstar, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, to me, he was a who showed up with violence. He chose violence that day. And I know that he does a lot for his community and people really respect him and he's super famous and all that. But I don't know if that was mental illness. I don't know if that was drunk. I don't know if that was, wanting to hurt somebody. And he was doing this to get to his woman and her parents. And I'm really concerned for them. I'm also concerned for him. I do think we do have to have more empathy for our community when stuff like that happens. And I'm sure that Richard, he's now coming out and he's spoken up and he said that he's vowing to get help. This is
He
what he
has to.
posted. So he said all this in a post, and this is a lot, but I'll take a part of it. He said, "I behaved in a manner I am not proud of." The NFL player said, "This is what he said on Friday. I have been dealing with some personal challenges over the last several months, but that is not an excuse for how I acted." Now he didn't say that he was dealing with health issues, alcoholism, a cheating wife, in-laws. He didn't say that, but there's been a lot of speculations that he may have been using or something was happening. But either way, like all of us have said, we pray that he gets the help that he needs.
Yeah. It's a serious thing, man. I just hope they teach some kind of conflict resolution for these athletes, man, because you're taking all that rage. He's a free agent right now. It's a superstar free agent. Who knows what he's going through? And I'm not trying to give him any bail, but he has no way clearly to understand how to harness his energy and do something else. Like, bruh, who knows what would have happened if he broke through that door? He was damn near going to break his whole neck to get in that door. That's That's scary. So
Right.
I dated an athlete who had an injury and couldn't play anymore, and his self-esteem was so tied to being able to be in sports that it made him very angry. It made him very resentful, and I spent months trying to nurse him back to health, and he took it out on me. So for me, watching that video, it's slightly triggering, to be perfectly honest. Most women who are in that position of being with somebody, whether it's a girlfriend or a wife, do their best to be there for them, and they still lash out at you for doing that. And he was very beloved. He was very charming. And so I don't want people to be glamored by the fact that he's helped the community and he's done this, he's done that. If she's dead, none of that matters. So for me, yes, he deserves mental health, but the safety of the people who could potentially be victimized by him, to me, is of the utmost importance, first and foremost.
And I'll go on and say, like, even if he has mental health issues, right? You know, if you have mental health issues, guy, that's not an excuse for behaving the way that you are, because you have the resources, unlike a lot of homeless people that we see on the street acting out,
Mm-hmm.
mentally abusing people and terrorizing communities. If you have the resources to get help and you have mental health issues and you choose not to get help, you deserve every criminal punishment that can come your way.